I've got a question for all of you. I actually kind of want an answer if anyone wants to shout it out. Do any of you actually, can you just say off the top of your head what you would get right now if you went to Taco Bell? Somewhere, you can say that. Quesadilla. All right. So obviously, you guys, if you were there right now, you already know what you would get. My guess is this is because you get the same thing every time. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I have gone to Taco Bell many times this year, and I've probably gotten the exact same thing the last 400 or so trips. So I identify with you. Kind of the topic of my speech today. No, it's not Taco Bell, but it is about this kind of subject of doing the same thing every time. As humans, we are creatures of habit. We like, being in our own comfort zone, doing the same things over and over again, things that we know their work, we know we can trust them, that sort of thing. And I gave the good example of Taco Bell. It also works in people's everyday lives. A lot of times people don't exactly reach out, they don't branch out, they don't try new things because they're comfortable where they are and they don't want to risk it. A lot of times though, this can turn into a problem. We've got, for our human minds, we need to be learning new things, trying new things in order to move on with our own lives, in order to advance, as you will. So my topic today is do something new. Very simple. Like I said, just our need for new things is something that, just as human beings, we need. We need to be trying new things. We need to be expanding our horizons, as some people put it, not me. We need to be able to, get out of our comfort zone every once in a while and try something new. A lot of times people have excuses for not doing this, and sometimes, it's physical handicaps, which is understandable. Sometimes it's, just the complete inability to do so. I love to climb Mount Everest, but, there's many reasons I can't do that. Money not the least. But a lot of times there's a lot of things we can do, or we can at least try to do, and people don't just because they feel they might fail. This is not a good reason, guys. All right. So I was going to just go over very briefly what are some good reasons you should try to do something, and maybe some reasons that you shouldn't. All right. First off, if there is no risk, try it. All right? A good example of this would be maybe trying out, especially here at Southern, trying out for the intramural sports teams. Or even signing up. You don't even have to try out for an intramurals. What are you going to risk if you sign up for a sports team? You don't pay anything. Might you lose some games? Yes. Can you at least still have fun playing? Yes. But so many people don't do it because they think, well, I'm not good enough. I can't play. Guys, if you're not going to try anything new, how do you expect to get better? How do you expect to have fun? Another example of this is gym masters. I was fortunate enough to be, make the team this year. I almost didn't try out after going to the first day of practice. I saw a lot of people on there who were a lot better than I was. In fact, just about everybody. I continued to go out, and behold, I made the team. The coach, Coach Schwartz, explained this to me. He said most of the reasons he chose people on the team was depending upon how coachable they were, and how good they were, how willing they were to listen, how willing they were to try something new and get out of their comfort zones. But so many people, I've talked to many people here, said people mention about gym masters. Oh, that looks cool. Well, why don't you try it out? Well, I wouldn't make it. What's the risk? If you try it and you don't make it, you're where you were before. So what's the risk? Now the second one that people often see is if you do have some risk, but the benefit outweighs the risk. And I've been trying to think of an example for this one, and I can't except for an example I hate to use, but just to get it out there is asking someone out. I hate to use this example. I really hate it. I'm sorry. I really hate it. But it's a good example. It really is. Okay. Let me just get through this because, yeah. All right. Is there a risk? Yes. They'll say no. You'll get a bruised ego. Okay. Or maybe you'll waste the $5 you spent on the bouquet of flowers and chocolate. Is there a risk? Yes. But do the benefits outweigh the risk? Yes, they do. I won't go into that. You all know that yourself. All right. Moving on. Thank you. Now we go on to maybe not the best idea, and this is obvious. When the risk outweighs the benefits, okay, this is when you don't want to try something new. My friend got drunk and decided he wanted to try and do a backflip off the roof. Okay, what was the risk? Broken neck, obviously. What are the benefits? He got a video on YouTube and got about 30 views. Okay, yeah, obviously in this case, the risk did outweigh the benefits. Would this be a good situation to try something new? No. So, you guys kind of get an idea, what are some appropriate times to try something new and what are some not, So now just, kind of bear with me, imagine with me, say all next year, all of you try out for gym masters. Not all of you will, not all of you have time, but just pretend. All right? Let's look at it. What would happen if you didn't make it? Would you be anywhere lower than you are today? Would you be any less of a person? As much as some gym masters might claim that, no, you wouldn't. I don't like those people. What is the risk there? There is no risk if you try and you don't make it. What is the gain? Well, if you were to try out for gym masters, you'd be on the team. If you enjoyed the stuff, you'd have a lot of fun. You go on tours, and you get this is the very small scholarship that they provide. All right? Just imagine what you could do if you tried out and did stuff, not just gym masters, but for anything. Tried something new for everything. What would happen if you got something new at Taco Bell? Well, yes, it might be horrible. The ingredients might be terrible. You might be allergic to something. That would be bad. But what if you found something new that you really liked? Hey, that's a benefit, I should have used that one instead of dating. What was I thinking? So, you get my point, all right? So my call to action, for lack of a better word, my call to action would be do something new today. Very general. But if you want something more specific, okay, next time you go to Taco Bell, get something other than your 7-layer burrito. Get something different than your quesadilla. Get something that you wouldn't normally get. I need to do this too. Since I'm telling you to do it, I'm going to have to do it next time I go to Taco Bell. This is going to be fun. So we'll all kind of be in this together. But I encourage you, just in all of your lives, to try something and do something new.